there! Today in class we looked at some basic differentiation rules, primarily power rule, constant multiple rule, sum and difference rules, and then the derivatives of sine and cosine. All 5 of those are located in your textbook before the homework pages, page 113 and 114. So I picked 2 problems here that are similar to the ones you'll see on your homework, number 18 and number 52. Number 18 says f of x equals 2x cubed minus x squared plus 3x, and we are directed to find the derivative, to take the derivative of this function. Okay, so the derivative of f of x is f prime of x, and we do want to make sure we are careful with that notation. We need to make sure we don't just put equals underneath here. We are taking the derivative, meaning we are writing a different function. So the function we're about to write is not equal to the function I was given. It's the derivative of the function I'm given. So f prime of x equals. And then power rule allows me to bring down the exponent and then subtract 1 from the exponent. Right, so I'm going to bring down that 3, so I'm going to have 2 times the 3. And then I'm going to have x to the subtract 1 from the exponent. 3 minus 1 is 2. So again, bring down the exponent, subtract 1 from the exponent. Okay, so then we have here minus, bring down the exponent, subtract 1 from the exponent. 2 minus 1 is 1. And then plus 3 times x, and this x's exponent is technically a 1. Right, so we're going to bring down that exponent, so plus 3 times that 1, subtract 1 from the exponent. 1 minus 1 is 0. And when we simplify this up, we get 6x squared minus 2x plus 3, because x to the 0 is 1. And so that's a fact that you're going to see consistently taking place. When you're taking the derivative of 3x, that derivative is going to be 3. Negative 5x, the derivative will be negative 5. 1/2 x, the derivative will be 1/2. So anytime you have a singular x here, you're going to see that the derivative leaves you with just the coefficient. Okay, but that's our derivative. Okay, so then I picked one more here, number 52. Number 52 is f of x equals 2 over the cube root of x plus 3 cosine x. Again, the derivative of f of x is f prime of x. And then I'm going to be taking the derivative. Now when I look at this 2 over cube root x, the issue with this is I can't use power rule in this form. To use power rule, my function needs to be in the form x to some exponent. Okay, so there are 2 issues with this first term. There's the x is in the denominator, first of all. We can't have the x in the denominator. And second of all, there's a root. I need to turn that root into an exponent. So before I take the derivative of this, I'm going to rewrite this function so that it's in the form x to some exponent, x to the n. Okay, so we have 2. For this x to be in the denominator, it had to have been a negative exponent, right? A negative exponent changes the side of the fraction our term is on. So this was a negative exponent, which brought it to the denominator. And then a root is a fractional exponent. And so a cubed root is 1/3 as an exponent. So now I've rewritten it. It's equivalent, but it's in the form x to an exponent, which will allow me to use power rule. And then 3 cosine x, there's no issue with that, so we'll be able to take the derivative there. Okay, so now I'm good to continue with my derivative, power rule, bring down that exponent, so we have 2 times negative 1/3, subtract 1 from the exponent, negative 1/3 minus 1 is negative 4/3. Then we have 3, and the derivative of cosine x is negative sine x. Derivative of sine is cosine, derivative of cosine is negative sine. So then when we clean this up, we have negative 2/3, because 2 times negative 1/3 is negative 2/3. And then this negative exponent means this x is going to come to the denominator with the 3. And then we have minus 3 sine x. And there's your answer.